Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things that nobody dare say. You know, you know. Right. Loads of questions that we get sent in. Right. I've had an idea what I'm going to do with them all. So what I've done, I've picked 20 of the characters out of the questions, and I'm just going to give you a quick 1 minute on each person. People, well, what do you think to this? Or should he do this? Should he do that? And what do you reckon is going to happen in their future? Or do you reckon they'll leave this stable or this TV platform or whatever? So here's 20 of them. Are you ready? Here we go. Simon Jordan. What do I think to Simon Jordan? I thought he made a lot of noise when he got on Talk Sport, and I think he's honest. But I think with boxing, it's a bit different. And I think he's been disarmed. He started out with good intentions. I think he's been disarmed by Bricktop. So I think he's not neutral. Like you get a lot of them, these old school ones, they tend to stay neutral. But nowadays, they're all picking a camp. And I think he's firmly in Bricktop's camp. Obviously, him and Eddie Hills, the 6-0 Iceman from Billericay. 4 by way of, but we've got no footage, Edward. Edward would have. But so I think he's team Bricktop, and I think that's where he lets himself down. But other than that, I think he's all right. I think he's honest and genuine, but I think he's got to even it up a bit. He's soft with Bricktop, but he goes in on Hills. So come on, Simon, grow a pair. Don't be scared of Bricktop. Pop Zhang, Zhilei Zhang. What do I think to him? Well, he's approaching 41-year-old when he fights next, and he's knocking on a bit. He moves like his feet are in treacle, but he's got fast hands and he's a southpaw and he can punch. Obviously, any man pushing 21 stone, 6'6", if he clips you, you're going to go down, aren't you? But I don't think he beats Usyk. I don't think he beats Wilder or Fury either. And I think probably Jared Anderson could probably outbox him or Frank Sanchez. So, but let's enjoy the Zang ride while he's here, eh? Pop, pop, bang. Carl Froch. I wish him all the best with his channel. Pokey, you don't have Carl Froch to come on your channel. Well, he's got his own channel, hasn't he? So you don't need to come on my channel. He's got his own if he needs to get his point across. So, but we wish Carl Froch well, I do. So that's answered the questions on Carl Froch. Got a load of questions for regarding Carl Froch. Usyk, well, he's going to fight Ergovic next, isn't he, Usyk? So we wish him well. He's undefeated. He's done everything, hasn't he, Usyk? I respect Usyk. He's probably one of my favourite fighters, if not the favourite at the moment that's not British. European gold, Olympic gold, World Championship gold, undisputed as a pro at cruiserweight. He won WBSS tournament as well. Beat Joe Joyce in that, didn't he? With no head guards, even though it's 5 rounds. It's it's still no head guards. And he's done everything at heavyweight and he unified all belts. There's only Fury's belt left. So he's the man in the Usyk. He's the man. He's the top 5 pound for pound easily in the world. So he's the man. Ben Shalom, I think he's at his depth, aka Adrian Mole. I think he's out his depth, and I don't see him staying at Sky once that deal's gone. I see Eddie milking it where he can from DAZN and then going back to Sky. I wouldn't say with his tail between his legs because he'll have had it off when he went millions from DAZN. He sold them a soggy Sunday dinner, hasn't he? Sold them a soggy Sunday roast. Bricktop. So I don't see Ben Shalom doing anything. I see him gone when his deals up with Boxers deals up with Sky. See Eddie back there. Bricktop. I think he's top of the pile. We've got that Fury and Garneau fight. Look, that won't matter to Bricktop delaying WBC Fury fights because he's dipped his bread on and he's topped his pension up. That won't matter to him. It's put him in a stronger position. So if it all goes well for them and they all get paid on night with no hiccups, it's a job well done, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But I think he's at top at pile now. He's got Zhang in for position for WBO. Fury's got WBC. Daniel Dubois will probably end up fighting winner of Char and Miller to keep them sweet with WBA. So I see Char and Miller losing to Dubois, and I see Dubois being parked up for mandatory there. So he can't do any more with resources he's got Bricktop. He's outmaneuvered Eddie Hills, trust me. Well, same as he has everybody else in his career. So he's got to be given credit. Love him or hate him, he's got to be given credit. Spotty Frank, a.k.a. Frankie Eubank, Emily Eubank's wife. Spotty Frank's gone all roadman lately, and he's this OG, isn't he? He's a cross between Ray Winston, Sexy Beast, and Den Watts off EastEnders, isn't he? You know, Den Watts Jr., should I say. Is he a tough guy? I don't know. He didn't look so tough when he was switching southboard against Eddie Hills, the Iceman, did he, in that fight? When Eddie were whipping big mustard shots onto him, you know, knocking him out ring. He didn't look so tough when Pat Barrett grabbed him in Cardiff in dressing room and slung him out by scruff at neck. So I don't know, but I don't know where Spotty Frank's heading with this OG roadman killer talk, but I see him probably getting scutched up at a show one night or drenched in a drink. So stay close to the security. Get that big lurch to stand next to you. You'll be all right then, Spotty. Joe Gallagher, a.k.a. Joe G. Well, he's just done a deal with Saudis, hasn't he? For his stable and whoever's his friend. I'm sure he'll throw him a taste. He's riding high, and he's got that academy. He's had more champions across the board than any other UK trainer in history. He's only Ring Magazine Trainer at Year from UK. Winning that, the Bible. That's like Daniel Day-Lewis getting an Oscar, isn't it, that? Do you know what I mean? It's that higher accolade, isn't it? It's like going to Hall of Fame as a fighter, isn't it? So he's ahead at game, isn't he, Joe? He's got a few quid as well, but he's boxing, isn't he? In bed at midnight, he's up at 5, 6 o'clock. So I wish him well. Tyson Fury, a.k.a. the Gypsy King. Well, what can you say? Last 2 years, he's fought Dylan White and Derek Chisora. So he's got 4 wins over world champions as a pro. Steve Cunningham, an old cruiserweight, stepping up. 2 wins over Wilder and a win over Vladimir, who were pushing 40 in his 68th fight in a stinker. But he's telling us he's a goat. Oh, he needs about another 12 wins, 13 wins to get up there with Ali and Lennox Lewis. But we wish Tyson Fury all the best. He's obviously not behind the door when it comes to earning money and PR, is he? He's very shrewd. So good luck to him. Next up, Big John Fury, big fighting man. Over 8 years out of jail. Not had a fight. Big John, what can we say about him? He's angling for a fight with Mike Tyson. Says he's never been beat in a fight on hard road. I'm not surprised. He's a very strong man, isn't he? If you're doing 200 kilo deadlifts with your core, what can you do if you're bench pressing or if you're punching someone? The guy must be like him out at Fantastic Four. Do you know that guy who's made out of concrete? Or is it tarmac? You know, the thing guy. You know, there's 3 humans and then there's that other thing, isn't there? Is he called Ben or something? I don't know what his name is, but is that John Fury? Is that him? Or is he just a fantasist that comes out with utter garbage? Jeez. That 2-hour interview with Rob Moore, 2 hour 4 minutes. I watched it the other day. Jeez. God. Fantasy Island. God knows where his book's going to be full of. Pop, pop, bang on that one. But we're going to dissect his book on the channel next month when I get my hands on it. All right? So get ready. Pop, pop, bang. Down the ladder at the bottom of the thumbnail to Tommy Fury from Fury Power. Big fighting man. They don't fight boxers like Tyson Fury. He don't fight boxers. Tommy fights YouTubers. Well, at least father, Big John Fury, he's calling to fight Mike Tyson, but that's to get a payday, innit? It'd be a 1-round demolition. But getting on to Tommy Fury, Big Daddy Tommy, he's a daddy. Tommy's actually a nice kid. Actually, he's a nice kid. But it's about dough, innit? And if he's got people in his ear all saying, why do you want to get your ear all punched in, struggling to make weight as a light heavyweight, get your ear in, all punched in at area level or English level by these in UK. Why do that for 8 or 10 grand, Tommy, when you can do this for 8 or 10 million over a couple of fights? That's how the conversation's gone. And if you're getting 1,000 times the money that you will get at area level, because that's what it is. If you're going to get fight at area level, what you're going to get, 5-6 grand, times that by 1,000, you've got 5-6 million. So if you're offered a job at £400 a week in a factory in Rotherham, say you come and work for South Yorkshire Packaging, say you do your 40 hours and you get whatever, 420 quid or something, yeah, whatever they pay them. If somebody said to you, we're going to offer you 1,000 times that, right? So 1,000 times 420 quid. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to take that times 1,000, aren't you? So Tommy's done right for him because he'd got his ear all punched in, wouldn't he, at boxing? So Juggies, Spencer Oliver. I don't know what can we say. What can we say about this man? He is the king of the rimmers, isn't he? Hey, the king of the rimmers. Hey, every time I see him on TalkSport, he is having a utter lick feast if he's around Bricktop or Anthony Joshua. Anybody like that? Pure rimmer. I've gone off him again. I might like him again soon. He's going to have to redeem himself. Big Joe Joyce, the juggernaut. He's on the thumbnail. Big Joe. Where does he go now? Well, there's only one place he needs to go. And that's round to Sam Jones's house and Adam Morley's. Get them both together by the scruff of the neck with his big bare paws round the throats and pin them up against wall and say, what happened, guys? What happened? What were going on? Because they've gone missing. Then there's an APB looking for them. A missing persons broadcast, whatever they call it. You know, on that program, Chips with motorbikes, they used to call it, they used to come out with that. Is it a missing persons broadcast? I don't know. Something like that. But that's what they're looking for. He's missing in action, isn't he? Sam Jones and Adam Morley, missing in action, MIA. That's what it is. So they need to be found unless Joe's done them in. Pop, pop, bang on that one. Big Malk's next on thumbnail. Next, he's squeezed in between Desperate Dan and Triple Knee and the Juggernaut Joe, the Mummy, aka the Mummy. It's Big Malk, aka Malcolm X. Big Malk, what's happening? When's your man Anthony Hearn going to fight somebody with a heartbeat? Hey, what's going on there? So, but Big Malk sat behind his big desk puffing coolly on a large one. Go on, Big Malk. Big Malk's been quiet lately, hasn't you, Big Malk? But he is boxing, and you've got to give him credit. He is boxing. So I'm not going to rinse Big Malk today because I've been watching Stamina for Sale. That's Big Malk's channel on YouTube. Go and watch it. Stamina for Sale. Tell him Big Porky's told you to watch it if you like a good laugh. So, good luck to Big Malk. Desperate Dan's next. Well, I don't know what's happening with Desperate Dan, but I think he needs to go and have a transplant. They need to take that processed pee out of his body that's pretending to be a heart and need to put him a proper lion's heart in there. That's what all he needs. And I think he'll be all right then, because everything else, it looks like he's got the full bag of mashings. But like I said, if you've got a processed P for a heart, you're not going to get very far, are you? Next up, it's Big Freeze, aka Fat Joe the Rapper. I'm not going to rinse Big Freeze actually, because he's the last of the hopes, isn't he, from the Team GB? We've had the Bar, we've had Juggernaut Joe, we've had Big Meat Anthony Joshua, we've had Big Truck David Price, we've had Audley Harrison. Do you remember him? Jeez. Well, Big Freeze is the last one of that lot. The last one of them medalists. Well, Dubois didn't get a medal, but he dropped Joshua up there, didn't he? And he wore Team GB. So, but man, Dave Allen was Team GB, wasn't he, as well at one point, wasn't he? Or in England squad, is that the same thing? But it's Big Freeze, 8-0, age 32. Stayed in Team GB too long, just like Joe Joyce. He knows it, and Joe Joyce knows it. But Big Freeze needs to get a move on. So forget these fights that you're having. Step up now while you can. Get into international class. You know, get calling out Luis Ortiz, somebody like that. You're an Olympic bronze medalist. That 8-0 is really about 22-0, isn't it? You're already 15-0, as good as a 15-0 fighter when you turn pro if you're an Olympic medalist. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Oh, hey ho. So come on, Big Freeze, get a move on. Don't be an also ran like the rest of them. Eddie Hilt's the 6-0 Iceman next up. 4 by way of, but only footage we've got is him knocking Spotty Frank Eubank about, aka Sideshow Frank, the Roadman Killer, aka Sexy Beast. I don't know what's happening with Eddie. He's not got Canelo. He's finished in it. Conor Benn and Dylan White are in limbo, aren't they? Katie Taylor's shot to pieces. Chantel Cameron puts her on Button Moon. He's got Sonny Edwards, though. A balding 29-year-old, is he? Or 30-year-old? Looks about 46. He looks dug up, doesn't he? Sonny Edwards, jeez, looks dug up. But he can fight, and he's in my top 10 pound for pound. How's about that? People saying I don't like Sonny Edwards. Listen, we're talking boxing ability. The kid is pound for pound top 10 in the world easily. Easily. So that's about it. Eddie ain't got no one, has he now? Who's he got? Who's he got? Might bring Ted Cheeseman back. Or he could bring Tony Bellew back. Would you another Tony Bellew's getting itchy feet to come back? Would you another one of them stories soon, aren't we? It'd be Tony's birthday in a few weeks. So is he big 4-0, Tony? Is he November? I think he is. I don't know. He could be. Hey ho. Flex Single, PC Flex Single, with his best mate from Boxing Kingdom, PC, whatever his name is. Can't even pronounce the guy's name. But hey ho, whoever you want to be pals with and have round your gaff, it's up to you, isn't it? But I think Flex needs new signings. Why he never gets no Olympians, I don't know. He's obviously been around gaming long enough, hasn't he? He's had champions at all levels, and so I think we need to give him a bit of a break, Flex. But he takes that nutrition thing too far, doesn't he? Walking around Meadow in that Flex body warmer, chewing on a stick of celery. It's not a good look, is it? It's not a good look, that, Dom, if you want to pull a chick now that you're single. But then again, I don't know. Are you even bothered, Dom, about chicks? Big Meech, Anthony Joshua. What can we say about this man that's not already been said? I don't know. He don't want us to shop in certain shops. He only wants us to shop in shops that he wants to shop in. I don't know. Is he a control freak? I don't know, but where's his career heading now? He's just fought Franklin and Hilarious, Robert Hilarious and Franklin. That's it. Franklin's 25 on BoxRec. Hilarious is way below that. So Where's he going here? He's had 2 gimme fights now. 2 easy gimme fights. They're surely not going to give us a 3rd gimme fight, are they? Or is this why they're panicking? If they give him a gimme fight, will he get beat in the gimme fight? Pop, pop, bang. Tune in to your fire sticks and all will be revealed. So that's about it, really. That's about it, really. Apart from the Crushinator. What's happening with Crush? What is happening with the Crush? Hey, where's the Crush heading? Where is the Crush heading? Well, he's just gone 12 rounds of a guy who started, no, sorry, 10 rounds of a guy who started his career at strawweight. So, or like flyweight, something like that. They want the smallest weight. He's just gone distance with him, the Crusher who kills people. He only has to look at you and you're dead. Well, the Crusher looks stupid now, doesn't he? Because he couldn't get rid of a guy and the agreed weight were 154. Couldn't get rid of him, couldn't denote with him. Right. And you mind all that, oh, he's Mexican, he's tough. No. That dog won't hunt. He couldn't budge that 154 guy stepping up a weight. So what's he going to do stepping up 2 weights to fight Eubank, who's stepping down a weight from 168? Huh? I know he didn't fight at 168 in his last fight, but he was 168 for years, wasn't he? So, listen, that could be a dangerous fight, that Crusher Ben against Eubank. That could be very, very dangerous. But all this drug testing stuff, it's worn everybody out, and it's worn me out. Can't you look in the mirror and say, look, I ain't cheated, but it's in my system. I should be doing the right thing here. Saying I don't know how it's in my system, and it's done me head in, and I'll take it to my grave that I've not cheated. That's all you've got to say. You've only got to look in the mirror and ask yourself. That's all you've got to do. Look in the mirror and ask yourself. That's all. That's all you've got to do. It's not rocket science, is it? Eh? If you've cheated, you know, don't you? If you've cheated, you'll know. So, okie dokie. So that's about it, really. Got 20 odd minutes out of me there. So, all right. That's video 78 for the month. Okie dokie. Peace out. Thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. All right. It means a lot to me. It also shows a bit of respect for the hard graft that I put in. Pop, pop, bang.